Battlefield, what y'all do more? No.
We're able to do more and more things with this platform that are just phenomenal, that you wouldn't have even dreamed of before. A lot's going on when you're in battle. People are shooting at you, you're getting information from stimulation overload. So what you need now is a system that can evaluate all those various stimuli coming in, prioritize them. The Apache today can operate as a quarterback on a football field. They can take in many different kinds of information, but they're calling the play. We can control other unmanned air vehicles. We can control where they are. We can fly them from either station in the Apache. With the sensors the Apache carries today, we can see and spot the enemy anytime, day and night, and they don't even know we're there. They can't see us, they can't hear us. And you can transmit that information to the 19-year-old green suiter on the ground looking at his handheld device, so before he goes around the wall and there's a bad guy there, he knows there's a bad guy there. I have a son that's one of those soldiers on the ground. They can tell the tone and the sound of an Apache when it's in the area. And they've told stories that they know everything's going to be okay because the Apache is there. So now he won't even be able to hear the rotors. He'll just know that they're watching, because it could be an unmanned air vehicle watching, protecting him and covering he and his buddies. How cool is that?
UAV feed confirms HVT and objective gold. Looks good.
Flight, this is lead. Climb to 6,500 feet and turn to heading 045.
X2 Technology is an advanced suite of technologies that enable efficient hover and acceleration to high speeds without the need for in-flight transition. Internally funded, the X2 program was launched in 2005, with the X2 demonstrator achieving its first flight in August 2008. The Sikorsky Development Flight Center is conducting ongoing envelope expansion activities as the aircraft continues to make progress towards the ultimate program goal of flying 250 knots. Rigid counter-rotating blades, integrated auxiliary propulsion, advanced engines with FADA controls, fly-by-wire flight controls, and active vibration control together lead to significantly increased capability across all key performance parameters. Increased speed has fundamental benefits on the battlefield: decreased response time, decreased ingress and egress times, deceleration and quick-stop flight maneuvers, and expanded coverage of battlefield geometry. The capability to fly with existing fielded systems and reduced enemy detection and acquisition, leading to increased warfighter survivability. The rigid coaxial rotor system with propulsor and fly-by-wire flight controls enable rapid aircraft response for increased agility and level body attitude from low to high speed. Dramatically increased maneuverability is achieved through excellent control in all flight modes, including auto-rotation. X2 technologies make for a low acoustic signature, reducing detection. And active vibration control delivers low vibration, even at maximum cruise speed, extending the life of critical components. The X2 platform is rapidly reconfigurable across multiple mission roles, from long-range operations, armed attack, and reconnaissance and surveillance.
See that pinnacle at 11 o'clock?
Roger.
That's objective gold.
All right, confirm objective gold looks good.
Let's get a before landing check completed.
Roger, before landing check. Okay.
6 minutes.
Roger, 6 minutes. UAV feed shows minor activity on the objective. Still looking good.
RPM bound, slowing back to 60 knots.
Targets identified. Firing rockets.
First two huts clear. Chinook 2, this is lead. We're headed to Shadow Forecast. Secured HVTs, headed for the PZ.
Got him, let's go.
Shadow 8-5, this is Raven 1-3, refueling complete, descending to tactical altitude. Raven 1-3, Dagger 6, Tampa ready for pickup. Dagger 6, Raven 1-3, roger. Here come the bad guys. Target identified, RBCF. Engaging enemy vehicle.
Let's go. Okay, we're all up.
On the go. Good mission. Head for home.
Significantly increased speed, performance, and lift at all altitudes with improved agility and maneuverability, decreased vibration and reduced acoustic signature, and multi-mission flexibility. The Sikorsky X-2 Light Tactical Helicopter provides the game-changing capabilities our warfighters deserve. We pioneer flight solutions that bring people home everywhere, every time.
Okay, there's the prop.
218, 219.
251, that's pretty much level. 260. 262.
Sikorsky Aircraft Corporation is deeply honored to be the recipient of the 2010 Robert J. Collier Award. We challenged the team to double the speed of a helicopter, but to retain all the attributes of a helicopter: handling qualities, maneuverability, ability to save lives.
This is not an incremental improvement. This is a real step change. It brings the helicopter into a totally new operational realm than it's ever been before.
It's a helicopter with better low speed, maneuvering and handling qualities, better hover performance, and seamlessly goes to airspeeds that no other helicopter could ever achieve before effectively.
The X2 performance was actually better than what we had predicted. When we hit the 250 knot milestone, we could have gone faster. We had more power to spare.
The rotor blade design, the fairing design, the integral propulsion, all those things combined to make an aircraft that has pretty remarkable performance, and it's still very efficient.
You're expecting to see the penalty paid in performance with either fuel flow or maneuvering performance, and that didn't happen.
Lower the nose.
The lift-to-drag ratio is the highest in the industry. It's the highest of any rotorcraft in the world. And that is a testament to the engineering that went into this aircraft.
We have new main rotor blades, which are highly efficient, very exotic, advanced shape, and all to the airfoils that reduce drag dramatically, both when you're hovering and especially in high-speed forward flight.
Here with this aircraft, again, the dual rigid coaxial rotor, that control input is proportionally and almost instantaneously transmitted to the control head. So I kind of relate its response to an F-16. You move the stick, you get an immediate response.
Safety was a consideration in the design of every part. And then when it was all put together, we had to take that design before the Model Development Safety Committee so that for every phase of envelope expansion we could convince them that what we were about to do had been properly prepared and that we had mitigated the risks to an acceptable level.
Part of our ground rule from day one is that aircraft only flew and continued to fly when everything was operational. All systems will go. And I think that was a big factor in orchestrating our safety approach.
Failure mode after failure mode were examined in the simulator. That was done so that Kevin could find out what the aircraft would do under those circumstances and practice recovering from it.
I'm a prior U.S. Army medevac pilot and officer and flew numerous combat missions in different theaters. And when I think back specifically to Desert Shield and Desert Storm and look at what I was flying and what I needed to do to respond to a wounded soldier or recover that wounded soldier to an evac hospital, I really am pretty proud of what potentially the X2 technology is going to bring just to that mission alone.
It wasn't all about product innovation, it was about process innovation as well. While we went 250 knots, we also asked the team to go fast. The result was an unprecedented 17 flights, 17 flight hours, and 250 knots.
We handpicked a very small team of new engineers, tech fellows, and folks in the middle of their career, combined them with an extremely interesting project, and then allowed their dedication and their enthusiasm to take over. This is why we become engineers, is to create something new that never existed before, that does things nothing else can do.
I think that every employee, 18,000 of us, carry the legacy of Igor Sikorsky, who was really one of aviation's true first and most innovative pioneers. It's an honor, but it's also our responsibility to continue that aviation spirit. We've done it by winning the 2002 Collier for the S-92 helicopter. We've done it by winning the 2010 Collier for the X2 demonstrator. We're going to do it again by building the S-97 Raider, and we're not done yet.
Rosoboron Export and Russian helicopters are presenting the Ka-52, a new generation Scout attack helicopter. The Ka-52 day-night all-weather Scout attack helicopter is designed to destroy enemy tanks, armored vehicles, and soft-skin military equipment, manpower and helicopters at the forward edge of the battle area and in the tactical depth, as well as to provide target reconnaissance, target assignment and target designation for cooperating helicopters and army command posts. Stores are mounted on 6 hard points. Increased maximum weapon load and longer maximum flight range with maximum weapon load are the competitive advantages of the Ka-52 over other attack helicopters. When an emergency landing of the helicopter is impossible, a crew ejection system is a reliable means to save lives of the pilots. Both crew members are ejected simultaneously. In this case, helicopter rotor blades and cockpit canopies are first jettisoned automatically, and then rocket ejection units are activated. Ejection is provided throughout the entire flight altitude range of the helicopter, including at the zero altitude. The helicopter is equipped with powerful modern weapons, movable 30mm 2A41 cannon, 460 rounds, S-8Com unguided rockets with heat fragmentation warheads, up to 80. Vihor and Attacker-type air-to-surface missiles. Up to 12 such missiles can be installed on board the Ka-52 helicopter. Igla-S air-to-air guided missiles, up to 4. To date, the Ka-52 is unrivaled in mix of armaments and their firepower. The effective firing range of its cannon and unguided rockets exceeds the similar indicator all known attack helicopters in the world by 800-1000 meters. The range of Vihor anti-tank guided missile is still unsurpassed and is at least 10 kilometers. The Vihor missile flies at 600 meters per second and is superior to all known anti-tank heli-borne missiles in speed in its class. The Ka-52 helicopter has no equal in conducting operations in the mountains due to its unmatched operational altitude and unique maneuverability. Its high thrust-to-weight ratio provides effectiveness in hot climates. The uniqueness of the helicopter is also in its versatility in performing both reconnaissance and strike missions. The helicopter is unique for its universal in both reconnaissance and attack missions. Its capability to save the crew from any emergency, fly in any weather and climate, as well as self-containment and out-of-hangar storage, continue the best traditions of the Russian helicopter industry. And moreover, we enter the new age with new technology to unveil a world of new capabilities for you.